G'day. First off, I just want to say a big thank you to Beware of Darkness for letting me drop in and do a guest video on his excellent channel. And I'm glad to do it, so that he can take some time off to attend his annual gay naturist summer camp event, which I know he looks forward to every year. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Now, this video is a little different from what I usually do, and I hope you'll indulge me for just a couple of minutes. Now, if you saw the title, you might be thinking, here's another arrogant foreigner giving unsolicited advice on issues that have nothing to do with him. Well, I accept all of that, but I'm not here to rip on America or its people, because I love the United States of America, and I love what it stands for. But I will tell you why foreigners like me feel the need to weigh in, to comment, to give their opinion on American affairs, on American politics, and American social issues. And it's simply this: because what happens in the United States and how that manifests in the world matters, and Australia often looks to the US for leadership. Why? Because Australia and other countries like it have a common purpose and shared values. That doesn't mean we agree or blindly follow what the US does, but values such as the rule of law, due process, and in particular, the value of free speech are important to us. So it's worrying when the President of the United States can't even name the biggest threat to freedom in our time, and instead engages in obfuscation, pretending that it's all just a semantic game, that it doesn't matter what you call it, it matters only what you do about it. And I think we can agree that tough words, not backed by action, is meaningless. But if labels don't matter, and it's just semantics, then why did the Obama administration feel the need to redact the 911 call made by the Islamic extremists that carried out the Orlando attack? And how was the call redacted? Well, it was redacted to remove all mentions of ISIS, the Islamic State, and its leader. But thankfully, sanity prevailed after the American public demanded that the full transcript be released. And of course, the Justice Department tried to spin it as being sensitive to the victims. But we all know what this is really about. It's about protecting religious sensibilities of a single community. But as Sam Harris recently said, if you think that talking openly and honestly about the need for reform in Islam will alienate your allies, then you don't know who your allies are. So the message is a simple one. Even if your leaders won't talk about it, you have to. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family, and you owe it to those that share your values, both at home and abroad. Thanks for your time.
Now, I know, as well as you do, that you have not done that in order to avoid sparing the hurt feelings of my fellow guest. You've done it because you're afraid of retaliation and of intimidation. Now, I'd like to ask him and anyone else who agrees with him who's watching, is that the relationship they want to have with the free press? Because if we have to use this stupid word offensive, those of us who believe in the Enlightenment and the Constitution and the First Amendment are very much offended by this mad, babyish conduct. But we don't go out and kidnap the nearest Muslim we can find and take him hostage till someone apologizes. Okay. We don't violate diplomatic immunity. We don't, which is one of the most precious things in the international community, much more precious than the right of Muslims not to have their feelings hurt. The whole thing is a scandal, and we're all running scared from it. Okay.